on fire. Manchester United is our desire. Through the rain, through the fight, Red Devils blaze through the night. Stars wave high in crimson tide. Streets alive, the city's pride. From Stratford End to every stand, belief and power in our hands. Glory, glory, hearts on fire. Manchester United is our desire. Through the rain, through the fight, Red Devils blaze through the night. Legends etched these hollowed walls. Gigs can't deny their shadow calls. Teeth clenched, fist raised, we won't hide. This is United, the Red Army tide. Glory, glory, hearts on fire. Manchester United is our desire.
Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to MUFC Spotlight. Welcome to the Full-Time Sports Network. I am Colm. I will be joined by Rebel. We are here for Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United in the Europa League final. As you can see, the teams are here for you. Tottenham are going with Vicario, Udogie, Van der Ven, Romero, Porro, Bentancur, Bissouma, Sarr, Richarlison, Solanke and Johnson. Manchester United are going with Onana, Shaw, Maguire, Yoro, Mazraoui, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Dorgu, Mount, Højlund and Diallo. And I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, that is Rebel. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, not too bad. I didn't think of the watch along when I set up for that pre-match game, and I was like, I have to bring this all downstairs. God.
Oh, no. It's fine. You haven't missed it. The game hasn't kicked off yet.
Yes, indeed. I've said a few decades of the Rosary. I actually, I know they don't believe us, but I really am nervous about this.
No. Mate, I know how you're feeling. I honestly do. I'm so nervous.
I think the thing that, above all, that would probably gut-wrench me is if they run us off the park.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not what I want to see. I want to see a performance today. I mean, I want to win it, obviously, but I don't know. I can't see.
I think that's the piece that they're not kind of reconciling. The want to win is completely different to looking at the analytics and the path to winning.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Want to say big up to the 9 people that are watching on Full-Time Sports Network. Welcoming, guys. I think.
Okay, we're off.
Have you kicked off?
Yeah, am I ahead of you?
Yeah.
Right. I'll be very, very careful of how I react.
So the ball is in the spot. Tottenham are kicking off, playing from left to right, United right to left. Tottenham in white, Manchester United in red.
Can I ask you a question, Colin?
Yep.
Last night, I think you missed this part of the preview. There was reference made to the man that's in the middle. 20-odd years ago, he got suspended for 6 months for taking a €300 bet. He was basically a junior partner to a larger issue that was in German refereeing at the time. The reason he didn't get a lifetime ban was he basically became a mole and kind of helped him clear out the system. Do you think that there's been too much made of that?
Yeah, I think there has. I think if there was evidence that he was still doing it, he definitely wouldn't be where he is today. You know, he would not be refereeing the game of this magnitude at all. It looks like his lesson, like you said, he was a junior associate at the time. So, you know, people make mistakes.
Absolutely. Where do you see our biggest problems in the lineup, Colin?
I just said it on obviously Dermo's channel. I think this partnership of Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes as the DMs, I think that's where it is for us, because when you have Casemiro and Ugarte playing together, they make up for each other's weaknesses, whereas Bruno doesn't defend as much, and that could be an issue for us, to be fair.
What about our ability to defend from set pieces? Is that something that...
If it goes to the back post, we're screwed, aren't we? Let's be honest. You know, we don't defend the back post. And talking about set pieces, Spurs have just got one. I can hear your TV as well, Rebel.
Well, my apologies. It usually gets blocked out, but how are we now?
Yeah, we're all right now, mate.
Lovely.
But yeah, Spurs have a corner. Luke Shaw putting the ball out. I was surprised to see Luke Shaw playing over a couple of... Well, yeah.
Or Aiden Heaven.
I want Heaven to play, to be fair, but I suppose you go with experience, don't you?
Well, to be fair, I think Luke Shaw has done that role very well. It was kind of the staple diet of his role in Gareth Southgate's England, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, it was. But I mean, obviously, you wish that there was other players back. Like we wish DeLitt was available to play. You know, because he's a better option than most centre backs we have.
And Martinez.
Martinez, for instance. But unfortunately, we've got to make do with what we've got. Let's hope he can actually do a job, because he's a bit rusty at the minute, I believe. United. Rasmus Højlund's won it.
Where do you see our goals coming from then, I suppose, as we do start to go on the attack?
I think our goal threat is Ahmad. Honestly. So much confidence, it's unbelievable. If he gets an early goal in this game, Højlund, I think he could probably kick on from that, but he just doesn't look like scoring at all. I want to say big up to Aparo, Okelo Rafilo from Uganda. Oh, it's a corner to United. Big up, mate. I didn't realise that we've got this thing now where it brings up the comments on the screen.
Yeah, Dermot discovered that yesterday. It was very surprising.
Yeah, it's quite cool, that, actually. I mean, it was like Destiny or Doggy swiping at that ball. Let's see what we can do from this corner. Bruno's gone out to take it. Whipped in, cleared way too easily. Shaw plays it back to Mazraoui. Tries to find Bruno. It's flicked on, but that's going to be keeper's ball every day. Oh no, Højlund's won it back. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Hit mount.
Bit of a cagey start, isn't it, for both teams?
Yeah. I think both teams, by the looks of it, are trying to get that early goal. That looks like it's the thing of this game. Get the early goal, and then it's the pressure on the other team.
Absolutely. Actually, one of the things I didn't mention in any of the build-up in our collab shows that we've done with THFC Till We Die, how significant do you think it could be the longer this game's deadlocked, the longer it gets closer to 90 minutes, that in Tottenham's heads, that the doubt of getting over the line in another cup final could start to creep in, because obviously there's a lot of weight of expectation to end the drought, and if they're not in the affirmative position coming into the last 10 minutes. Could that be significant?
I think they will be worried slightly about that because of how many times, especially in this tournament this season, United have scored in the last 10 minutes of a game. You know, we did it against Bilbao. We did it against Lyon. You know, we've got a proven record of, you know, I'm going to say it's Amrin, but Fergie time, you know.
Yeah.
We've got a record of that again this season. So that might play on their minds a little bit. But I can hear the fans all chanting Ruben Amorim's name.
Absolutely. I think, as you said, the fan base is buying into what Ruben Amorim is trying to do, and they realise that there is limitations on him by the tools that are available.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we all understand that. I mean, there are some people out there that are Amorim out, and it clearly shows that they've got a very small IQ when it comes to the situation that's happening at Man United at the minute. I mean, Casemiro there, that's a great tackle by Casemiro.
Interestingly, I think, Colm, if we were to get in Cunha and an other forward, it probably adds a level of depth to that attack. And even if you don't tackle the centre-back positions, and even to a certain extent the wing-back positions, if you get a goalkeeper and another centre midfielder in, that probably changes the spine of our midfield and the point of our attack dramatically next season.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually look at it, we don't really need another centre-back. If you look at it, I mean, yes, obviously we're losing Lindelof because of contract. He's out of contract. But, you know, you've got Luke Shaw that can play there who won't be going anywhere because we can't sell him. Yeah. You know, he's so injury prone. He'll be here. Then we've got Maguire, Yoro, De Ligt, Mazraoui, Heaven. You know, that's like 6 centre backs.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think you need, if we get Cunha, which looks like it's happening, you know, it looks like he was saying goodbye to some of the fans yesterday. And it looks like as soon as the season ends, he'll be a Man United player. And then we get an out-and-out striker, somebody with a bit of experience. That'll benefit us as well because then, you know, the likes of Højlund and Xerxes can learn off of that player as well.
I'd actually argue that Xerxes would probably be rotating with Cunha in that position behind the striker, nearly.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, that is an option. It's going to be interesting to see if we get Cunha, what's going to happen next season because ball whipped in, back post, Richarlison. It's a good job he's got a 50p head, isn't it? Oh, Mazraoui stopped it. Jesus. Yeah, because we've got obviously Garnacho, Ahmad, Bruno, Xerxes. Then we'll have Cunha. There's quite a lot of people to play at 10.
Absolutely. Just a quick shout out to Apollo again. He's given his score prediction 2-1 United. I admire optimism. I really do.
We'll see. We'll see. But Spurs have got a corner. We actually defended a back post cross. What's all that about?
Actually, I was only looking there. I was thinking back. Unlike Arsenal, the level of aerial threats that Tottenham have is probably significantly diminished. They play more on the deck football, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But, I mean, when they've got people like Bentancur, who is pretty good in the air, Romero's good in the air, Van der Ven's good in the air, Richarlison's hit and miss. But I think their aerial threats are actually better than ours. I mean, we've got Casemiro.
Well,
and Maguire.
In fairness, was decent in the air when he was fit.
Yeah, but I mean, like on the pitch at the moment, we've got Casemiro and Maguire. You know, I know Lenny Yoro can be good in the air, but he's more of a technical player, isn't he, really, than a ball-winning player in the air. So I was watching. He was a good punch by Onana, to be fair, that.
Yeah. We definitely rode our luck a small bit there, I think.
Yeah. And when we're out of possession, we're playing 5 at the back.
So what we were saying, so in the pre-match.
Oh God, here we go, Johnson. Onana blocks it. And Maguire blocks it. It's cleared. It's not very far, though. And Mazraoui takes out Richarlison. And it's a free kick to Spurs.
We cannot afford to concede this early in the game, though. That is one thing that's for certain.
No. Would you be happy 0-0 at half-time? We say this 10 minutes into the game, but would you be happy 0-0 at half-time?
I'd probably bite your hand off for 0-0 at half-time, to be honest with you. Do you see the white wall that's in behind Onana's goal?
Yeah.
That is all Spurs back there.
I was trying to see where United are. They're your fans, United fans. Are they the other end?
Well, given, I suppose, that the UEFA laws are that they need to be split, I'm presuming they must be, but we haven't had too many attacks, so...
So all I can see is Spurs shirts.
And imagine we're on the side where the camera is currently projecting from. Actually,
Come on,
we're down the other end. You can see more of the red. We're on that other half, essentially, by the looks of it.
So we're both attacking to our own fans and this half.
It's
a mix. It's a mix.
Oh.
They've mixed it because there's some United fans with Spurs fans.
That's interesting. I wonder, was that by design or by accident?
It's interesting that they've decided to mix them.
Unless now they've done by section.
Maybe. So it went to fans then, and I could see United shirts next to Spurs shirts. So.
Good, Sonny. On the bench. Were you surprised by that?
Sonny on the bench? Yeah, I thought he would have been playing, to be fair.
But you know, though, the only thing is, though, I suppose, if he's fresh coming into the second half, that's definitely a worry.
Yeah, but you can say the same thing about what we've got, though. Because, I mean, Garnacho against a tired defence. You know, you can't really say no to it, can you?
No, that's true, yeah. And the only thing I'd hope with Garnacho is that he'd keep an eye on the free man if he does have the option for the pass, because that is probably something that he could do with improving in his game.
Oh, 100%.
Aware of what's going on around him.
100%. He sees glory too much, doesn't he? He sees his name in lights. Come on.
But, don't get me wrong, he's a phenomenal player. But it's just those small things that could turn him into an elite player.
Oh, Dorgu. Referee says no. I hope we see the Casemiro we've seen for the last couple of games in Europa League. Because he's been solid to us.
The one thing that I would hate more than anything is if we break Casemiro's record. He's unbeaten in European finals. And
I mean, there's a chance. Let's be real.
But yeah, if we're the blame on his record, that would be.
Here's Dorgu on the left-hand side for Manchester United. He's got Porro, stood him up, tries a cross, and it's out for a throw into Manchester United. It's quickly done. Here's Luke Shaw. Nobody to aim for, so we go backwards. It's typical. Dorgu's made a good run. Oh, Romero had to do something then. I just love how you're so quiet. You're right there.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, God. We're going to be 1-0 down from our own corner, aren't we?
Nope. You'll see in a minute.
Bruno Fernandes to take this corner. Johnson marking Hoyland. Ball whipped in. Back post. Ahmad beats one. Puts the ball across. Oh!
Yep. And how you know that? Welcome.
Oh, I thought that were going to hit back at net then. I mean, that's one thing. I mean, I like Vicario. He's a good goalkeeper. But he comes out a lot. And he doesn't always make it. Like, in that play then, that should have been a closed fist punch.
Yeah.
Not a fingertip push.
Absolutely. And there seems to be a lost art of catching a ball as well amongst keepers, doesn't there?
Yeah. It's all about playing with feet nowadays, and it's like I don't care about that. I don't care about playing with feet. I don't care if a goalkeeper can play a pass 4 yards out of his box ping perfectly or whatever. I want him to stop the shots going in.
Agreed.
Which is why we never should have got rid of De Gea.
Here. I wonder how your cousin is feeling now over with Dermot, because you've been a watch along with Dermot, as have I, and he gets very, very anxious.
He does.
Very excited.
He does. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am nervous, and I don't think I've been this nervous for some time.
Absolutely. Like, I think I don't know what part would be worse: losing the cup final to Tottenham, or the absolute lambasting we'll receive for the next 12 months every time Tottenham's trophy is mentioned that we were the ones that broke their dry spell.
Well, I don't care. I don't care if we. Well, I mean, I care if we get beat, but I don't care if people try and lambast us, because we've got the simple thing of, listen, they were under Ange for 2 years. 2 years. His system is fully implemented. Amran's been here since November, is it? December?
He came in the same date as Fergie did, actually, coincidentally, I believe.
This is what I mean. We've had like 6 months, 7 at most. And he's got players that aren't his players. He's not had anybody bought for him or anything.
Well, technically he's had one.
He's had Dorgu bought for him.
And Heaven.
And yeah, but Spurs has spent like 250 million on Ange. We are well and truly the underdogs in this situation.
Well, we've always overcame the first milestone. We've made it past 15 minutes without conceding. So
yes,
that's good.
It is a very cagey 20 minutes though. I think it's like both teams are waiting for somebody to mess up.
I did allude to this when our American Tottenham correspondent mentioned about how Tottenham like to play on the break and the counter-attack. I was kind of going, well, you've got two coils, both kind of pinned with their ears back. Somebody has to advance to make one of those teams be able to do what they do good. Yeah. So I did feel that there was a possibility that this could happen, because we're both waiting for the opportunity to break.
Yeah, I don't know what you think, but obviously watching this for the first 20 minutes, we seem to be playing a higher line than Spurs.
We do actually, yeah.
Spurs are dropping deep,
which is playing into the whole story of counter-attack football and waiting for a chance to kind of expose a gap in the back, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Now, I don't know whether Ange will have told him to do this.
Do you know?
I don't know.
Could there be the sense that, look, lads, we're not going to win the Europa Cup in the first half. We're probably not even going to win it in the first hour, but we can certainly lose it. And they're playing with that in mind.
Maybe. I mean, here's Ahmad. Bruno, good save by Vicario. Yeah, maybe. Because we definitely look like the team that's the aggressor so far. I mean, Spurs have obviously had their chances and they are attacking, but they look like they're happy to sit and, like you said, just wait for that trap to be sprung. But I think it's going to be a lot harder for them to do that when we've got, obviously, I'm not saying they won't do it, but we've got the pace of Mazraoui, Dallo, or Ahmad on there, sorry, Yoro, because they're all pretty quick players to get back.
True.
Mason Mount does well there to keep that.
I wonder if he's whispering anything kind of to the Tottenham defenders when he's kind of up close and personal like that.
Oh, he must be. We all know what he's like, Mason Mount. Does it all every game, doesn't he? He's always saying something to somebody.
Here, do you know what? If he actually could stay fit, he's actually not the worst signing in the world that we've made, to be fair to him.
No, he's not. If he stays fit. So that's the issue. Ball whipped in, back post. Maguire's nowhere near it. Ahmad tries to get there, doesn't, and it's a United throw-in. See, that's what I'd be doing if I were Mason Mount. I'd just be sat on Romero, just trying to wind him up as much as possible.
True.
Or, I mean, you could do it with Richarlison as well, to be fair.
Question for you, though. How significant would it be to get the first goal?
I think it's very significant because, like I alluded to earlier, it puts all the pressure on the other team then. You know, you can win this game by scoring one goal.
True.
You can't win it if you haven't scored.
And you also minimise the chance to lose it.
Exactly.
Worst case scenario, you'd say, right, look, if we can hold on to this goal lead, if we get into the 80th minute, chances are, worst case scenario is extra time.
Yeah. Yeah. Casemiro giving away a free kick there, but I think that were a smart foul, stops Spurs breaking away on the attack.
They seem a bit confused, though.
Yeah, because it looked like Ahmad handled the ball earlier. So I didn't know what they were giving it for.
Do you know what? I am happier. The longer it stays nil-all, the happier I'm starting to feel.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'd rather us get a goal.
Well, that's a different story and a different kettle of fish entirely. If that's an option, I'll take it. Definitely.
Yeah, but I just like we were speaking about earlier, I don't see where the goal's coming from at the minute. That's a good tackle by Dorgu. It's because out of play for a throw-in. Obviously, Spurs have got Solanke, who can always pop up with a goal.
Yeah. I actually looked at this yesterday. They've only got one player in double figures for the season for goals. And that's Solanke on 11. No, sorry, it's not. Who was it? I can't remember who that was on. I think there's one of them on 11, essentially. And then the rest are all single figures.
I thought it might have been Kulu.
Possibly. I can't recall now entirely. But they are a big goal shy like us. Apart from when they play us, of course.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, we don't seem to be goal shy in this competition.
This is true. But this is also the first English side we've played in this competition.
Yeah, that is very, very true. Only if Hoyland threw himself a little bit.
Right. The other thing that kind of comes to mind is the last European final we played, we lost.
Well, the last European final Tottenham played, they lost.
This is true. This is true.
You know, and I think like the only thing that really like swings in our favour if we're going to do stuff and look at stuff like that is most of these players on the pitch have played in 2 finals in the last 2 years.
True. Very true.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Losing our shape. Here's Richarlison. Mazraoui does well.
Right. We're 27 minutes played. Sorry, almost 27 minutes played, I should say. My apologies. I was getting ahead of myself. And still 0-0. And the stats.
Oh, Dogu, what are you doing that for? It's not what we need.
United had 61% of the possession in the first 27 minutes and X seconds.
Well, the worrying thing about that is, if we look at it, is they've just weathered our storm, basically. And it's going to turn eventually where we've got to weather theirs. Whether we do or not is a different story.
Very true.
Because here is Spurs with a corner, a needless corner.
The shots, though, are fairly equal, though. We've had 3, they've had 2.
Mm.
Only one of the 5's on target, though. And that was one of United's chances. I can't even remember which one that was.
Probably Ahmad, surely.
Oh, yeah. I suppose it was a shot of sorts, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think it were it cross-like, but see, this is where I would like Xerxes on. Because when we're playing that long ball up top, he's got the power to hold it. And we've seen what he's able to do, you know. I mean, I don't think that would never have fouled on Ahmad. Never.
But you know the thing with Xerxes is? He did an interview with Davies when he was doing a stream. And apparently Davies rang him. And he actually got very cagey about being out.
Mm.
So, what I do like about the modern Manchester United is, I think we're trying to keep stuff under our hat now.
Oh, unlucky Ahmad. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it, how the modern Man United player is nowadays.
Well, we went from being League FC for the last God knows how many years. Like, there's no way 2 years ago Man United squad would have kept under wraps that Xerxes could make it back to the final.
Mm. Exactly.
Not a chance.
Romero's down.
That would be significant.
I don't know why he's down, but he is down. So look, Ahmad skins Udogi, puts the ball in. I don't see what actually happened there.
That's usually the worst.
Rasmus, and him and Rasmus collided. Rasmus has gone for it and connected with his elbow to the side of Romero's face.
A little love tap.
Yeah, he was accidental. He didn't do it on purpose because he was looking at ball. He's trying to gain that extra little bit of yard, isn't it?
They're not short of centre backs anyway, Spurs. If they do have to kind of switch one of them at a later date.
Yeah, they've got Danso on bench, haven't they?
They do, yeah.
So, I mean, if you're losing Romero, Danso's not a bad option, is it, to be fair? That's a nice
Definitely.
ball. Here's Mazraoui to Ahmad. Bruno Fernandes. And it's out for a throw-in. Come on, we need to score from one of these attacks.
Final third of the first half. Interestingly, yes, I did see a stat a couple of minutes ago that Tottenham have been committing more fouls.
Yeah, 6-3 it was.
That's right.
I mean, Ahmad looks sharp as well.
He does, absolutely. But I suppose, as is the worry all season, it only takes one kind of sequence of play for us to shut down and switch off to cause problems for us.
Yeah, you're right there. We've said it way too many times this season. Most recently against Chelsea.
Very true.
"32 minutes gone almost. Still
Yeah.
Tottenham 0, Manchester United 0.
I'd take it into half time like this. I'd snap your hand off for it right now. Give me 0-0.
Yeah. Got 10 minutes till half time, plus whatever's added on.
What's going on here with Mr. Basuma?
I don't know. He's gone down. Referee ain't seen out wrong with it. He's still down. He's still down. There you go. He's back on his feet. Dorgu can't collect that, and it's out. Another wasted opportunity. Oh, no, he's down again. Dermo will be flipping his nut there.
Because he hates Yevis, doesn't he? He really hates Yevis.
Yep. It's a bit of a dead leg, that, I think.
Actually, I'm going to have an all sneaky peek.
Mazraoui kind of gives him a little knee to leg. He'll be going skits. He'll be claiming for a red card and everything.
Oh, they're calling free kicks. The American has got his chest puffed out and is ready to go. Your cousin's nowhere to be seen, actually.
I don't think he'll be doing watching long. I think he'll go half time and then full time.
Yeah, Dermo's currently losing his life over there at the moment.
Yeah, bless him. I don't know why. I don't think either team's been better than the other at all.
No, they've both been meh.
Yeah, they've both been like they would be in the Premier League. Average. Yeah. I hate saying we're the same as Tottenham. Oh, that's almost a good tackle. Ahmad, be careful. Udogie for Spurs. Ahmad chasing him down. Bruno Fernandes coming back to help. Get up, Udogie. Oh, piss off, ref. That's never even been a foul. And you can sod off and all, pigeon boy.
Pigeon boy.
Card. He's asking for a yellow card for Ahmad.
It looks like he held on to...
He did, yeah, he held on to him. But there's no point going up to the referee going, what about him? Book him. That's just unsportsman. He has been booked as well. But Richarlison should get booked for going to the referee.
Isn't that... Actually, I was going to say, isn't that asking for the yellow card is an offence in of itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. He's got a load of his shirt. Yeah, that's a yellow card. But going to the referee is a yellow card. And I'm sorry, that on isn't a foul. Bruno's just gone in front of him and he's jumped in air. It's never been a foul.
But the only thing is, of all the people to get a yellow card, Ahmad is probably the least likely to get sent off at one.
Yeah, he is. So Spurs have a free kick. Book him if he's still talking. Stop saying, oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. He's been in your face for the last 5 minutes, mate. Get card out.
Yeah.
That'll shut him up.
That was a handball.
whipped in, and cleared. And Ahmad's now down.
Yeah, I think they both went for the same ball, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. Here's Brennan Johnson. Ball whipped in. Solanke, handball.
Those coming together is always worrying me, actually, because I don't know if you remember Alan Smith's fracture come leg break situation.
I do.
Where one leg is planted and the other's kind of dangling in the air. It's just, you're like, oh, every time something like that happens.
Yep. It was a good dispossession that on Ahmad, actually. Obviously, you've got to see it when it's slowed down, because in full speed you just can't tell. But he does get the ball. It is a good little tackle. Spurs are starting to get into the game a little bit now, though.
They definitely are, yeah.
Euro needs help.
We haven't seen the physicality of Solanke come to bear on us yet either.
No. Onana needs to come out there to help. Ball playing goalkeeper, we launch it upfield. Casemiro does well. Bruno Fernandes is now down.
Did he just get injured for heading ball?
No, I think Solanke, it were coming together of heads, I think. With Solanke.
Well, that's a big head to glance up.
Let's have a look at it. Oh, no, it's not Solanke or Sarr. I mean, he barely even touches him, to be fair. See, we're honest here.
Absolutely. There was nothing to be gotten there. Absolutely nothing.
Casemiro. We've played 127 passes to Spurs' 68.
Actually, it does know something else. When did they start putting "be a referee" in the back of the referees' shirts?
I don't know.
I was like, huh?
Here's Richarlison. Plays it forward. Destiny Udogie. Good tackle. Fantastic tackle. Bruno Fernandes. Højlund. Needs to be stronger. He's been fouled off the ball. And it has been brought back. So, hold on. So, if you're giving a yellow card to Ahmad for a tackle there, Van der Ven's got his hands and everything all over Rasmus. Mazraoui, what a tackle that is by Mazraoui.
He has been impressive since he came from Munich, hasn't he, to be fair to him?
Yeah. Ahmad shoots. It's too easily saved. And Ahmad's down again.
Not sure I saw a whole pile to take Ahmad down. Maybe it was just the way that he got checked in the action of the shot.
Spurs have kicked it out of play. Ahmad's still down. Richarlison, the person that committed it. Let's have a look. See what happened. Just took a shot, bounced into Richarlison. Not really in that. Probably just got wind knocked out of him, or he's hit his head or something. Oh, no. No head injury, so I'm not sure why it stopped.
Well, I think it was because Tottenham put it out more than anything.
Yeah, he is holding back of his neck. But
bit of whiplash, maybe?
Yeah, maybe a bit of whiplash.
There definitely seems to be a lot more Tottenham on ground.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, I wish he were playing.
Oh, Mr. Delict.
Yeah. He knows how to win a trophy or two. Wonderful tackle by Maguire. What a resurgence he's had this season, Maguire. Oh, Bruno gives it away cheaply. He's got acres of space. Nobody even closing him down. He's still running with the ball. Finds Richarlison. Plays it into Bentancur. Back out wide to Sarr. Sarr puts the ball in. Oh, fuck off. Absolute shit show again by United. Absolute shit show. They don't even deserve that.
Shaw got cut off. Maguire was marking nobody. Well, sorry, no, he was marking Solanke.
They don't even deserve that either.
Onana got down there.
Yeah, but Onana's top heavy. I've been saying this for ages. I'm a goalkeeper. Onana's top heavy. You can't get low. How is he not saved that? I don't know how he's not saved that. But again, Onana's cost us again. Yeah. That's an easy, simple save. I don't think that is. I think that's a Luke Shaw own goal. Yeah, it's a Luke Shaw own goal. So it's 1-0 Man United, really. Hey, we did say, we have been saying all week.
Yeah, but this is what we're capable of.
We've got a calamity in us, 100%.
So now we've basically handed them the role plan.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Coming back again in Europa, in Europe, mate.
I'd say something if it was a beautiful goal, a worldly goal, but fuck me, that was calamity.
Yeah, it was. It was poor.
Right. Next goal now is basically the match. That's where we are at this juncture.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, Ahmad. What can you do with it, Ahmad? Just before half-time as well. Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Van de Ven does well. Why are we not closing down this first ball? Bruno Fernandes whips it in. Rasmus Højlund can't get there, and it is cleared. Not very far. It's gone to Maguire. Shaw. Go forward with it! Come on! Jesus, I'm fed up of watching us play backwards.
We seem rattled. I think we need half-time.
I think we need a new team.
Well, we can't get a new team at half-time, unfortunately.
Oh, no. But this is why I didn't want Luke Shaw playing at centre-back.
That's their first goal in 5 cup finals, isn't it?
It's their first, I think, their first goal since in the Europa League since 1984 in the final. Yeah, Shaw needs to be better there. Shaw needs to be way better. If Shaw's actually in line with Johnson, that ball doesn't bounce off him and go in.
Yeah. Ange Postecoglou, he said, I always win things in my second season. He's 45 minutes away from it now, and whatever injury time's left.
Ball whipped in towards the back post. Harry Maguire can't get there. Here's Ahmad. Luke Shaw tries to play a ball in. Absolutely nobody's even going for that in a red shirt. Ball whipped back in again. And Vicario comes out completely on no pressure on him whatsoever. He might as well have got a cup of tea out, a deck chair. But this is what we come to expect at United now. Let's be real.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Colin, but the whole sequence of play for that Tottenham goal. Obviously, Solanke took Maguire out. That's fair enough. But Shaw, Dorgu, how they let Johnson creep in was one thing.
Well, it is half-time, Rebel.
I wonder, does Dermo believe us now?
I don't know whether Dermo does believe us, to be honest. I really don't. But we're going to go in and they're going to be like, at full time, and it's like, we told you. You can't be smug with us. We told you.
I've been on 1, 2, 3, 4 shows with you this time, Dermo. And every single time I told you, Manchester United are not winning this match.
Exactly. We know they're not because we're shit. We've got low IQ players that can't play this system, don't know how to, and they switch off in key important parts of the game. Like I said, if Shaw hadn't switched off for a split second and kept with the run, that doesn't bounce off him.
Yeah. What can we do in the second half to try and stay in this match?
Oh, God. Swap teams. Put all Spurs players in United shirts and all United players in Spurs shirts.
Knowing our luck, the United players in the Spurs shirts will probably do what United players normally do and win 2-1.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I know in our luck. I don't know. I think we've got to make some changes. Mason Mount hasn't been in the game.
Yeah.
At all. So put Bruno back up top, there where Mason Mount is. Bring Agate on to part the Casemiro. You can't take Diallo off, Ahmad, because he's our main threat at the minute. There's not much else you can do. You can't bring Xerxes on yet. You can't bring Garnacho on yet.
So basically, the Bruno move is essentially
the only option we've got.
I'm actually even after saying in that Spurs chat, now do you believe us?
Yeah. Soon.
It's like, seriously, we're not hammering on for the sake of it.
I mean, I'm just looking at our bench.
Yeah.
Amas isn't going to bring anything to this game. Collier, I don't think will. Diego Dallo, what's the point of putting him on anyway? Unless I take Shaw off, move Mazraoui to centre back, and bring Dallo on. Evans and Eriksson won't be able to keep up with the tempo of the game.
No.
I mean, there's Kobe Mainu that we could bring on as a 10. But then we've got Xerxes, Agate, and Garnacho, because Heaven's a defender, so what's the point of bringing him on? You know what I mean?
Well, you're bringing on Heaven if you're up by 2 with 5 minutes to go and you need a fresh pair of legs. That's when you bring him on.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, the only change at half-time is probably Mount off, Agate on, push Bruno back up as a 10. where he's going to be more effective.
Now, the only thing, and I'm going to play devil's advocate here. If you make that move now, and let's say Ahmad looks like he's starting to flail and possibly be in risk of a second yellow card, as we've both said at various times throughout the season in chats, Garnacho as a 10 doesn't utilize his full skill tree.
No, he doesn't.
So if you make that move, you're basically leaving a non-natural 10 as your only option, unless you play Joshua Zirkzee in that.
Yeah, I mean, if Ahmad's getting to that point where, if we're still 1-0 down and Ahmad's got to the point where he's blowing a gasket or, he's very close to getting another yellow card, why not bring on Zirkzee? Zirkzee's already said he's more of a 10 than an out-and-out striker anyway. He's very good at link-up play. He can score goals. And he gives a very physical player. He's a very physical player. So he gives Van der Ven and Romero something else to think about instead of just pace.
Absolutely. Can you bear with me one moment? I need to use the little man's room.
Yeah.
And I'll be back with you shortly.
No worries at all. So it is 1-0 to Spurs. Don't think they deserve the goal, if we're going to be honest. It weren't even their player who scored it. It were our player. To be fair. Oh, Dermo's here. What do you want?
Hello. Hello.
Mate, don't come in here all cocky.
No, I'm saying the ref's been can I just...
You've gone mute.
The ref's been effing atrocious for both
the referee's
sides.
not been great at all.
No, I admit that. Do you know what, Colin? Look, I'm not coming here bullish. Look, I'm delighted Johnson scored. We're 1-0 up, but
he didn't score.
I know it was a no-go.
Yeah, Luke Shaw own goal. So you can't. So we've won the final fear.
Yeah, thank you. We're very grateful. But the ref's been atrocious.
Yeah,
the ref's been absolutely. I've left James and Steve and Tequila talking to themselves. I thought I'd bob and see you guys. I don't know. I'm still nervous. I'm still nervous. Like
I'm not. I knew this was going to happen. We've been saying it all week to you. It's going to happen. But I was saying to Dermo, this is the issue with the United backline. They switch off far too much.
Yeah.
If Shaw's switched on and he actually tracks the run properly, it doesn't bounce off him.
What good cross though from Papasado.
Oh yeah, that's where you want the cross to be, right?
And Brennan Johnson in between the two defenders, and they don't know he's there. Like Luke Shaw doesn't know he's there. And
won't play Luke Shaw anyway.
No, but again, and what a time to score as well at halftime. I said it during my watch along. Ange looks calm and collective and focused, and Amaron looks more nervous and sort of pacey.
I think he's more frustrated.
Yeah.
To be fair, I mean, he's showing the goal again. It keeps highlighting the reason why we need to get rid of Onana in the summer.
Yeah. We're banning people in our channel left, right, and centre.
Why?
Because of what Kev said earlier.
Oh, right.
And I made your cousin a mod.
Fair enough.
And he's gone crazy.
Fair enough.
And I'm getting backlashes left, right, and centre.
Nah, you're fine. I mean, so how have you actually, obviously, from us, I want to hear what scenes are you here. From a Spurs point of view, half-time, you are 1-0 up. Obviously, the scoreline is good, but are you happy with the way that you've played?
I think we could play a lot better. I think both teams have been poor, to be fair. But I think we just got something about us to win this game. I just think we want it more. I don't think you don't want it more as much as we want it more. And I think the players, as I said it before, there's an all togetherness with us than there is with Manchester United. Thank you for causing me trouble, Rebel.
Puts me in trouble.
I'll explain to you later.
By the by, we told you so.
Yeah, well, it ain't over yet. But look,
Of course it's over. We don't score.
right. So listen, please, guys, come into the full final score after the game, win, lose or draw. Please come in. We would like you there. And but yeah, enjoy the second half, and thanks for having on. And I'm going back to my own stream now to save it from going into absolute save my channel basically. But anyway, see you later. Bye-bye.
Enjoy, mate. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Oh, dear. I mean, I had to correct him very quickly because you're like, I'm happy Johnson scored. I'm like, he didn't. We're currently winning the final for you.
Because we're shit.
Yeah. Do you think what he's saying there is actually correct? Do Spurs want this more?
I don't know if you could evidence it from the 45 minutes we watched on the field.
No.
Like, I don't think the body language of either side is any different. I just think that in a game which has been set up where both teams have a similar style of play, swinging from the back and trying to counter and space, it was always going to come down to mistake.
Yeah.
And Manchester United this season are full of them. So I don't agree with him in terms of wanting it more, but I think it's no surprise that they're in front at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, what do you want to see in the second half then, Rebel? Because it is obviously coming close to the second half. What do you want to see out of our players?
Well, we need to attack them at this stage. We need to be creating opportunities for goal scoring. And realistically, we need to score in the first 20 minutes of the second half.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be so much harder now because Spurs can just defend if they want to now.
Well, it's the perfect opportunity for them now because, as was rightly said on the preview or pre-match, Spurs want to counter-attack into space. If we have to chase the game, that creates those spatial opportunities for them. Yeah. So every time we go forward in that fashion, we're going to be giving them opportunities to kill the game.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, I'm presuming Amrim's losing his absolute basket case in the change room. We've seen him come out with bloody knuckles and everything at halftime in games before. Yeah. What do you think he's actually going to be saying to the players?
Well, right now he's killing them for that goal. I reckon he's probably ran that sequence of play into their ears about 10 times now. Probably got up and close and personal to a few of the players and roared at them as to what they were doing. But long story short, I think he's going in there and saying, right, lads, last opportunity. This doesn't fix our season.
No.
But if you lose the cup final, in addition to the absolute crud show that you've displayed in the league, 5 points is it since January? Or 6 points since January, something stupid like that?
Yeah.
It will go down as historically the worst Manchester United performance in the modern era. Like, the only season that was worse than this one was the year we got relegated.
Yeah.
That was a long, long time ago.
I mean, our worst record in modern football, in the modern era, is what, 60 points?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't think we're not even on 4. I don't think we're on 40.
39 points.
39 That's what I mean. We're not even on 40 points.
We won't be.
I mean, I hope Amrin is laying it into him. I really do. And he's I hope he's turning around and saying to him, listen, you're not playing for the trophy anymore. You're playing for your place here next season now.
Yeah.
Show me you want to be here. Because think about it, from a United perspective, if we don't win this game, That's
Hopefully
100
not.
million gone.
I've just seen Roy Keane is doing the broadcast to the Americans.
Oh, right.
So yeah, they're getting full Roy Keane at the moment.
Well, but I mean, yeah, we're losing 100 million by not qualifying.
Yeah.
We're signing. They've got to give Amram some money, so that means we're going to have to sell. So they are playing for their career now.
It also means that 2 of the targets go bye-bye straight away.
Yeah,
Liam Delap.
Jokeres and Delap.
Yeah. I don't think Delap is the answer for us, to be honest with you. But
No.
he goes bye-bye. Jokeres goes to Arsenal in this situation. And it makes them very dangerous, actually. It makes Arsenal a credible
Team.
threat.
Yeah, it does. Because we've been saying, I mean, obviously we speak to Bobby a lot. We've been saying, all Arsenal needs is a striker. They need a goal scorer. That's all they need. And I mean, we're now, if it stays like this, we're now going to be fighting for signatures that West Ham, Everton, these teams are going to be fighting for. We're not going to be fighting alongside the Cities and the Chelseas and the Arsenals and the Liverpools, where we should be.
We're not even going to be fighting alongside Aston Villa and Bournemouth.
No, this is what I mean.
Or Forest.
So, it's do or die, isn't it, for them now?
Yeah. And the other side of it is, I don't know, financially speaking, if Manchester United are going to be in PSR trouble, like, do we have to make signings or sales without any signings just to cover ourselves?
Yeah, we don't know, do we? Because we don't get given anything. We get fed off of basically scraps, unfortunately. So, right, we're off for the second half. It is 1-0 to Spurs. Let's see if United can do anything in the second half.
Well, mission 1, don't concede again. That's our first mission. We concede, we're done.
Yep.
Take it away, Colin.
Romero's down again because he's collided with his own player, so the referee stopped it because it's a head injury. There's been no substitutes from either team.
I suppose, to be fair, I can see the logic of it. I suppose he's given it a couple of minutes in the second half to see if any bit of magic comes out of it, and if not, then he'll have a look at it.
Here we go with Mason Mount. Oh. It's found Dorgu. Dorgu's touch is way too heavy and it's out for a throw-in. He's very hit and miss, isn't he, Dorgu?
Very much so. And I think
he's only 20.
But I think there was quite a few highlights packages of moments when he switches off as well prior to signing him.
Yeah.
But you probably could do that with any player, to be fair.
Yeah, easily. It's very easy. I mean, we could do a compilation of Onana and making him look like the greatest keeper in the world. It's very easily done when we know for a fact he's not. I think one of the issues we have at United, which I really hope we fix next season, is experience.
Yeah.
Dorgu's 20, Yoro's like 19. Ahmad's early 20s. Rasmus
17.
Yeah, Chino's 17. Rasmus is early 20s. There's a very big lack of experience in our squad.
And actually, the Evanses, the Ericssons, all the Heatons, they're all going to be senior players that probably Lindelof that won't be there next season.
Yeah.
So we'll be even raw.
That's right.
Technically.
Ahmad. Ireland. Oh. Unlucky Ireland. The ball got played into him by Ahmad, so that's a positive. I mean, he needs to be doing a lot better there. I'm trying not to go in on certain players. I'm really trying, but it's making it very difficult for me.
Yeah. Right. I don't know, did the players realise this is the last game of the season? Like, Sunday's a pantomime.
Yeah. Referee stops it. I mean, there is a yellow card there for Van der Ven, which is all right because we can put pressure on him now and hopefully he makes another mistake. But I'm not sure the referee should have stopped it there because Ahmad did have the ball.
I suppose once the whistle's blown, though, you have no choice but to stop.
Yeah, that's very true. Let's see what Bruno can do from this resulting free kick. You want to be aiming for Casemiro here, really, aren't you?
Casemiro and Slavhead.
It's gone up and it's cleared. Shaw passes it to Mazraoui. And it is offside. Oh, Romero and Harry Maguire are having a bit of a argy-bargy.
That's an interesting one. Because both of them, I'd say, would take a bit of pucking before one of them would go down.
Well, Romero just fell to the floor. You're saying that Romero falls to the floor like, he's been laid out by Mike Tyson or something.
Yeah. It's Harry bleeding Maguire, not Iron Mike, lads. Come on.
How long before we decide we're sticking Harry Maguire up top?
I think it's getting there.
Just Maguire up top and just ping balls into the box for him.
Right, we're 5 minutes into second half. Have you seen anything different for United?
No, I ain't seen anything different. It's exactly the same. I mean, Spurs are dropping to the ground every single chance they've got at the minute.
True.
No, Rasmus, that's a poor pass, that, mate.
You can't blame them, though, really. They're 1-0 ahead. Like,
But he needs to control that there.
no, but I mean, you can't blame Spurs for dropping to the ground like it's on himself.
Oh, no, yeah. You can't waste as much time as possible, isn't it?
Yeah. Because the injury time, it's not the same. Because you're basically kind of going, okay, we're in the red now. It's not as controlled.
Yeah. I mean, here comes Spurs again. United have lost all shape. Playing sloppy passes.
Yeah.
There is movement on the sidelines from some United players.
So we might see a substitution shortly.
I reckon another 10 minutes. You'll probably make some changes. I think we've been bugged because they've just said they need Bruno Fernandes further up the pitch. Somebody listening to us. Here is Bruno. Tries to play this ball out wide. Mason Mount can't get there. Romero deals with it. Oh, dear. It's another painful watch along.
Now, I've always said it. I said, losing is part of the game of football. But losing a game that you're in and have a shot at is worlds apart from losing a game where you're going through motions. And that's what it feels like we're doing.
No, 100%. like you're saying, like you don't mind losing if you deserve to lose, but it's how you lose. And it's like our players have got a chance here to win another trophy. So that'd be 3 in 3 years for United, and we've been fucking terrible over the last 15 years, let's say. And they just don't seem like they care. It seems like they just want to be on beach already.
Well, and here's the problem. The players that we probably need to move on are on such big wages that it'll be impossible.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
Nothing is clicking for us. Absolutely nothing.
It's poor. Like I've quite a few times this season I have compared the way that United are playing is Sunday League level.
Yeah.
I think I've seen Sunday League level players, actually play better football. Well done.
Even looking at Spurs, the way they're moving on the pitch, they're jogging. They're not burning any energy.
No, they're not. Deary me. Here's Mazraoui. Switches the play, but it's nowhere near enough. I think we need to start attacking Van Dijk a bit more. Van Dijk. Van de Ven a bit more. He's on a yellow card. Make him put a stupid tackle in.
Yeah, we need to do something. We need to change something. Because we look like we're playing with a spark up front at the moment.
There's just no movement at all.
Right.
I mean, why? We're playing these long diagonal balls and they haven't worked at all. Ahmad's lost the ball here. Richarlison. Mazraoui comes back. Richarlison falls to the floor. And thank you very much, Mr. Richarlison. We'll take that free kick. And that's a yellow card for stopping the play, ref. Come on. Nah, ref gives nothing. Not only has he stopped the ball from moving anywhere because he's grabbed it, he's then tried to keep hold of it and then stopped us taking our free kick. That's 3 offences in one move.
Yeah. Is he allergic to giving Spurs players yellow cards?
He must be.
Because, apart from Mickey, well, I suppose there's only been 2 in the entire game, to be fair, Mickey and Ahmed.
Yeah. That's a United ball, ref. But, I mean, Richarlison's got away with quite a lot in this game already.
Yeah, you definitely be thinking he's in the territory of yellow card for accumulation at this point.
Yeah. Well, this is all Spurs have to do. Keep the patterns of play out of it. Break up United's attacks. I mean, that's a yellow, surely, ref. Hey, finally, he's booked Richarlison.
Right, so
I mean, that's like he's not even gone football.
Let's see what we can do from here.
Probably nothing. He'll be crossed in and headed clear. Let's be real.
Well, I suppose we did kind of say pre-match that we need a mistake from Tottenham to score.
Yeah, hopefully Vicario comes flying out of his box, leaves it open, and we can get a tap in. Here is Bruno Fernandes with a free kick from Man United, whipped in straight to. Oh, he's dropped it, but it's cleared.
That was a chance.
It was. Vicario drops it, and he's still got away with it.
Have you noticed how compact Spurs have gotten?
Yeah. Bloody Yoro. This ball's whipped in right on Vicario. Yoro gets a toe on it. So it is a good save by Vicario, but we needed a red shirt there to follow that up.
That's where your Coles, your Yorks, your Solskjaers back in the day used to. Your Ruud van Nistelrooys.
Yeah, used to thrive for that. Keeper would come out, get a touch, and they'd be there, ready. But we don't have that anymore, Rebel.
No. And I feel sorry for Rasmus Højlund because I don't think he deserves what he got coming into Manchester United Football Club.
No. It's a graveyard shift, isn't it, at United as a striker? Oh, Mount does well. He's kept the ball in. I mean, he's left it. And it's gone for a Spurs throw-in. But yeah, it's a graveyard shift up front for United at the minute.
Yeah, you've nobody really in support, no other creative outlets. And again, in the second half, Spurs are content to give us all the ball we want.
Yeah, and just hit us on counter. Here's Ahmad up against the doggy. Oh, Richarlison nearly went in for it then. We might need a penalty to get back into this game, you know.
Penalty and a red card.
Yeah.
It's your standard.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it? 241 passes to 96.
Yeah.
And we're 1-0 down.
Have all the ball you want, lads. We know you can't do nothing with it.
Dorgu. Here's Mount. Tries to find Rasmus Højlund, but Højlund is nowhere near it.
We're starting to reach that point of
no return.
Well, the point where our attacks are going to become more and more, I suppose, reckless and leave us more and more exposed.
Yeah. We need a change. Something needs to change. We need somebody to come on and grab this game by its scruff at neck.
Actually, was Dorgu booked?
No, it was Ahmad, wasn't it? Who were booked.
Yeah. No, I was trying to think, did we get a second one?
I don't think so. I can have a look. No, just just Ahmad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've lost the ball. Here comes Spurs on a counter-attack. What can Dorgu do? Good tackle, Dorgu. Well done.
And yet to still see
that's right.
a decent attack from us.
Yeah, we've not really gone for it, have we? Here comes Mount for United. Dorgu. He's got Rasmus in the middle. He finds Ahmad instead. Ahmad! Oh, Ahmad, come on! Come on, Ahmad! Why have you took that extra touch? Just
There's our
eat it.
chance. There's our chance.
Here comes a doggy. He's got Solanke with him. Here's Solanke. Bad touch by Solanke. Maguire. Very strong. Well done, Maguire. Ahmad needs to hit that. Ahmad needs to hit that. And we've just been let off here because that should have been 2-0. Amarin looks pissed.
I don't blame him.
I mean, Ange Postecoglou don't look much happier, to be fair.
And he's winning.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs some laxatives.
He needs something. He needs a chill pill. Come on, we need to make some subs now. 60th minute. Haven't done anything.
Work the keeper.
Come on. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Out wide to Dorgu. Dorgu. He's got Shaw in the overlap. Doesn't use him. Goes back to Casemiro. Goes back to Maguire. Lenny Yoro. United just keeping hold of the ball. Here's Lenny Yoro. Beats one man. Beats two man. Manages to keep hold of it. Yoro is down. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, he's back up. That's fine. Here's Ahmad against Richarlison. Richarlison too strong. See, this is what I mean. Like, if that's Xerxes, Richarlison doesn't brush him off the ball so easily.
Yeah. Right. I'm thinking about this now and I'm kind of going, at what point do you make a sub? We're 25 minutes away now from...
You've got to make it now, haven't you? You've got to make it 65th minute. Because it takes probably 5 minutes to get into the game properly. That gives them then 20 minutes to change it. But I just don't see who's going to come on to change the game.
Well, at this stage, you're kind of looking at Garner, Xerxes as your main attacking options. You're looking at unlocking Bruno, as you said, by bringing on Ugarte or Menu, one of the two of them.
Yeah. Richarlison's gone down.
So, what is it? Do you reckon it's significant?
It looks like he was doing that. So it looks like he was asking, he's saying, I'm done. We'll see. He's took his boot off. Yeah, Richarlison's done. Son's on. I mean, it's not a bad player to bring on off at bench, is it? Let's be real.
Is it do the three sub winners apply in Europe, or was that just a Prem thing?
I think it's just a Prem thing. But the advantage we've got here is Son won't track back as much.
That is true. So we might get a bit more open play.
Maybe.
Might be the optimum word.
I mean, he does track back, but he's not going to be as quick or as strong as Richarlison. So Ahmad might have a little bit more freedom. Dorgu up long, tries to find Rasmus. Rasmus is nowhere near it. Good tackle, Dorgu. Dorgu finds Ahmad. Ahmad brought down again. And that's a yellow card for, is it Basuma?
Yeah, it's Basuma, yeah.
Basuma gets a yellow card for stopping. I'm not sure what that free kick was for.
He started getting in keeper's in rest face as well, didn't he?
Yeah, but I'm not sure why we got the free kick then. Because it looked like Ahmad fell over the ball. Ball whipped in, straight into Vicario. Oh, Vicario's dropped it! Oh! As if he saved that. And again.
Van der Ven. Wow.
Van der Ven's down in net. Van der Ven looks hurt. Because he's still down.
Did he wind himself coming down, I wonder?
Maybe. But what a clearance from Van der Ven. I wonder if it went over the line, or whether he did stop it.
Well,
Yeah, he stops it. That's cracking that by Van der Ven.
I presume there's a sensor and ball, and that the watch would have told him if it went over.
Yeah, he's blocked it well in time. That's fantastic by Van der Ven. That should be 1-1. Yeah, he's winded himself coming down on it.
Yeah, impressive. Kind of a bikey save.
Yeah. Massive credit to him for doing that. You know what I mean? Because he's got no right to do that.
Right.
United are looking to bring on Xerxes and Garnacho. Hopefully.
Hammond's getting a fair kicking, actually. From him.
Yeah.
It's like they're taking it in rotation. Number 99, it's your turn to kick. Okay, we're back to Vicario. Your turn to kick him.
I think Ahmad will come off. I think.
Yeah.
Here's Dorgu. Come on, move for him. Come on. It's not hard.
Yeah. Right. We're really at the point of the game where a second goal for Spurs is game over.
It's game over, yeah. We need to score. If there's another goal, we need to score.
Yeah. There's substitution coming that hopefully now in the near future.
Yeah, it's Garnacho and Xerxes, so I'm presuming it's going to be Ahmad and Rasmus. Oh, that's terrible, Mazraoui.
We're now at 19 minutes and 40 whatever seconds.
Oh, Son, good tackle. That's a foul as well. And we're getting the free kick. Let's make the sub. Garnacho and Xerxes coming on. It is Rasmus and Ahmad by the looks of it. I've not even changed these things, by the way.
So we've shown our first eye. The attacking options that were on bench are now out there. The last one that's available to us is to push Bruno forward.
Yep.
Come on. Don't let this be the end to our season. Take it the bloody extra time at least. Because we're going out like a whimper at the moment.
But we knew this was going to happen. Xerxes, well done, Xerxes. We already look better with Xerxes up there. Bruno Fernandes! Oh! We already look better now Xerxes on the pitch.
Yeah.
That should have been a goal. Why did we not play it back post to Dorgu? Nobody even knew we were there. I've seen Bruno leave those kind of crosses for person behind him.
Yeah. But you can see, though, the game plan from Tottenham.
Yeah.
Got ahead. And now it's kind of like, okay, lads, nothing stupid.
Yeah, let's just defend this. We've had 8 total attempts on goal to Spurs' 3.
Yeah. And I'm actually curious as to how many got on target.
Oh, Ahmad's still on. Who came off? We're at Mount.
I thought Ahmad was coming off.
I thought Ahmad came off, but he's still on pitch.
It wore Mount. What? Bloody hell.
So he took Mount off.
Yeah. Interesting. Four of the 10 have been on target. Apparently. Come on, United. Do not let this be the end of your bloody season.
I actually did it right as well. I actually took Mount off on my screen. Fair enough.
I'd say your eyes probably registered it was Mount coming off.
Yeah.
But you said Ahmed.
Yeah. Right, come on. Here's Xerxes, who's been he's had one left on him there, Xerxes. Garnacho shoots. Oh, Vicario makes a good save. Garnacho looks lively with his yellow hair.
Come on now, United. Let's work them. Create bloody chances. We have a corner here now.
Yeah, come on, United. Just score. That's all you got to do. Give us something to cheer about.
Make them doubt themselves.
Ball whipped in.
Score a goal. Make them doubt themselves.
Ahmad. Out to Bruno. Oh, wonderful ball to Ahmad again. Ahmad loses it. It's another corner.
Come on now, United. We need that goal. We need it.
Nice little megs there by Bruno as well. Right, come on, United. Come on, slabhead. Ball whipped in, out to Shaw. That was terrible, Shaw. Bruno Fernandes in acres of space, lays it off to Casemiro. We lose the ball. Here comes Tottenham on a counter-attack, 3v3. Dorgu trying to get back. Wonderfully done there by Dorgu. And here comes United again. It's turned into a bit of a basketball game.
Yeah.
Garnacho. It's found Garnacho. Let's see what he can do with the ball. He's found Shaw. It's never been a foul.
Yeah, it looked like it went down a bit easy, didn't it?
Yeah, never been a foul in its life.
And even if it was, it's outside box. So it can't be called back anyway.
Let's see, because it'll show you replay. I mean, that's a fantastic tackle by Dorgu. Oh, I don't know. It is a foul, you know. He doesn't touch the ball.
Positioning, though.
I think he takes it. I think Luke Shaw's tried to buy it. If it's given, you can't complain because he does take Luke Shaw.
I think, though, the problem is it's outside box. So, therefore, VAR is out of the question.
Yeah. Yep, you're right.
Unfortunately.
I don't think we would have got a penalty for it, even if it were in box, to be fair.
But it could be looked at, you see. That's the only difference.
Yeah. Here's Garnacho again. Garnacho has improved us a little bit.
13 and a quarter. Oh, sorry, 13 and 10 seconds.
Here's Yoro. What can he do with the ball? Finds Ahmad. United are fine. Not trying to rush things by the looks of it. Pardon me. Yoro. Bruno Fernandes. Look at that. Look at how deep Spurs are sat. We're not breaking this back line.
No.
They're just sat so deep. And they're going to a back. And they're bringing another defender on for Brennan Johnson.
So it really is Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough, United, at this stage.
Yeah. It's attack versus defence now. We're going to sit and defend and try and hit you on counter. You come and give us what you've got. That is basically what it is now. You're right. But he'll be brought on to deal with Garnacho. Because Porro's having a bit of a nightmare against him at the minute.
We need a mistake, basically, from Tottenham, really, at this point.
We've had mistakes. We've had 2 of them by Vicario, and we haven't capitalised.
True.
Ball whipped in towards the back post.
If we do force extra time, though, I wonder would those defensive subs come back to haunt them?
Well, I mean, potentially. But I don't see us getting it to extra time at this rate. Here's Euro. Ahmad. Ball whipped in, dealt with very easily. Garnacho. Maguire. Spurs closing every single red shirt down. Everybody back for Spurs. Mazraoui gets a throw-in. Ball whipped in by Ahmad. Dealt with again by Van der Ven. United pegging him in. Here comes United again. Here's Euro. Casemiro. Garnacho. Free on the other side. He's not being used just yet. Here's Maguire. Casemiro. Good ball out to Ahmad. Free on the right-hand side. Finds Mazraoui. Chips the ball in. And it's dealt with yet again by Spurs. And here comes United again. Euro. Needs some help. Chips that ball in back post. Nobody's there. It's getting frustrating now, Kev.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes looks like he was going to try and take a shot, didn't? Here's Garnacho. Tries to put the ball in. Dealt with again. Oh, come on.
Bruno hasn't done enough for me today.
I mean, Bruno's been poor today.
Maybe it's because we played him so deep, but
this is why I wanted Agati there. Here's Garnacho. Garnacho gets dispossessed way too easily. Yeah, but this is why I wanted Agati there. Because Bruno in deep, there's no point having him deep because he's out of the game too much. Here's Solanke. Tries to find Son. It's a good stop there by Mazraoui. Here comes Euro going forward. But there's so many defenders for Spurs.
Yeah.
They only had two going forward. That means they've got 9 men defending. Bruno Fernandes puts that ball in. Nobody's there. Congratulations, Tottenham Hotspur. I will say it now because our attack is about as useful as a condom with holes in.
Yeah. I'm acknowledging us as well. It's done.
It's. Do you know what? I can't even say like the better team has won because they've both been poor. Spurs are just tactically just playing defensively now, and it's smart. They've only got 8 minutes plus whatever extra added time there is. Why exhaust all the energy? Right, we're going to bring on Dallo. I'm not sure why we're bringing on the defender. Well, we haven't really got much more option, have we, to be fair? This is classic old school, isn't it? Get a lead and just defend it.
Yeah, like the stark realities of what this means for the summer window are now firmly coming home to roost, though.
Here comes Spurs again on the attack after Ahmad tried too much. He's lost the ball. Here's a doggy against Yoro. Xerxes done very well. He's come all the way back. And he's got a yellow card. Piss off, ref. You are fucking useless, mate.
Masraoui looks like he's ran his race, as well. He looks like he's absolutely completely spent, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I mean, that's never been a yellow card, by the way.
I agree. Yeah.
It's shoulder to shoulder. So Diego Dallo has come on for Mazraoui.
We have 5 minutes left of this.
No, it's done, mate. It's done. This season is done.
But after that 5 minutes, once the whistle is blown, we can actually just forget about football until next August. Football rather than.
I'm going to be, because obviously they want us to go and say hello to them after the game. They're going to be very happy, but if they turn around, any of them turn around and say that they deserved it, I'm going to ask them what game it was they've watched. Because they haven't really done anything.
Their best player has been Ange.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not joking.
Their best player's been Mickey van der Ven.
No, but Ange read the situation. He says, "Oh, we got goal." Yes. And he went, "Right, lads, whatever signal he gave them, they went back."
Oh, we got another free kick. That's all they got to do, though, just keep breaking up the play. It's gone to Maguire. Casemiro got his head to it. And there's players down again by Spurs. Vicario's going to lay on the ball for as long as he possibly can do. Christian Romero and Harry Maguire are going at it again.
You know, though, we still have a puncher's chance as long as it's 1-0 of getting to extra time. It's not going to happen. We still have that puncher's chance.
I can't see it, mate. We've got 4 minutes plus probably about 3 minutes of added time. We haven't been able to score in 80 minutes. I don't see us scoring in the last couple. I mean, Spurs are playing with 5 at back. Here's Xerxes. Takes a shot. It's well blocked because there's about 25 men defending for Spurs.
Maguire and Romero starting to go at it again.
They're constantly going at it, aren't they? Maguire has gone up top. Oh, ref, come on, have a look at that. You need to have a look at that. He's got his hands all over him. Look, he's got his hands all over him, look. Proper all over him. How is that not being looked at? Xerxes getting involved. It's getting a bit heated now, isn't it?
Romero's a effing prick, if you ask me, to be honest with you.
Harry Maguire's been booked because Romero's a little bitch. Look at him. There's nothing in that. Oh my days. Oh, Dermo, you wait till I come on your show. When you talk about your fucking amazing Christian Romero and how he's an hard nut.
To be fair, we can't say fuck all today. They've won the match.
Oh, I can.
Yep.
I can. I'm going to, because he says that Romero's like one of the toughest players in the league. He's on floor as if he's been shot. And Harry Maguire did barely anything. We're bringing on Mainu, they're bringing on Spence and Gray. So they're bringing on another defensive player and a player that can play defence. So they're completely shutting up shop.
Yeah. And we'd probably do the same if we were in their position.
Yeah.
But in terms of quality of match, it's been a boring match.
Yeah, it's been shit. Let's call it what it is, Rebel. It's been shit.
Like, the man on the side called his tactics right. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. But if you're neutral watching this, God help you.
You'd be asleep. Let's be real. Jeez, I'm surprised we're awake.
Yeah, I just want to say my bit in that show quickly as possible and get out there, to be honest with you.
I'm going to congratulate them, but I don't want to hear that they've outplayed us or they've absolutely destroyed us, because it hasn't been like that at all.
7 minutes. Oh, wow.
7 minutes of added time.
7 minutes.
Seven minutes for United to rectify some damage they've done this season. And they're going to try and hide it in the corner as much as they can.
Come on, United. Have you any bollocks in your pants?
What? What you stopped it for? It's Lindelof. There's going to be a lot of cocky Spurs fans, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Casemiro. Shaw. Garnacho. Come on, we need somebody to do a little bit of something. Dorgu's off and Mainu's on. Here's Ahmad. He's got Xerxes with him. Finds Xerxes. Here's Ahmad again. Tries to find Garnacho. Boots it into two Spurs players. 6 minutes left of this game. Diego Dallo whips this ball in. Harry Maguire. And it's a goal kick. It's been a pathetic display once again, Rebel.
Yeah, like, I'd always go, I'm looking at some of the crowd as they kind of pan to them. And there's a lot of gentlemen that are in their 60s, some of them even maybe in their 70s. And, you know, they've had a long time where they've been the butt of a lot of jokes. And, you know, you say to them, fair play. But, as you said, in terms of, once again this season, we've shown that we have nothing to offer an attack.
No.
Nothing.
And you know what? Like, Dermo came in, he's obviously in the half time, he said that Spurs players want it more. I haven't even seen that. I've seen two teams going through the motion.
The difference in this game was Ange Postecoglou set his team up right.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Johnny Evans has been yellow carded.
I think that was the yellow card we saw earlier.
No, it was Lindelof that got yellow carded earlier. Here's Ahmad for United. We've put Maguire up top now. Bruno Fernandes is so deep, he's not even involved in the game anymore. Mainu wants it. Garnacho's got it. He puts the ball in. Tries to find Xerxes. It's cleared once again. And that pass doesn't go anywhere. Then he plays a long walk ball over to Ahmad. What a fantastic pass by Bruno. Here's Ahmad. He's got Dallo. Plays the ball in. Oh, it's been dealt with again. But what can you do when they've got like 7 defenders on pitch?
Well, I think we're probably doing shows, 2 years now?
Yeah.
And how many times have we talked about United's inability to break down low block?
Oh, every single bloody stream, I think, when we've been doing Bruno. I thought you were going to take the shot then, Bruno. Finds Garnacho. Here's Garnacho. Plays the ball in. Why have you put it there? Just fizz it in front of the goalkeeper. That's all you've got to do. Lenny Yoro. Well over.
We're in highway robbery territory now if we get anything out of this.
Yeah. We don't deserve it. We haven't turned up. It's as simple as that. But I won't be hearing any of this "we own Manchester" nonsense or anything. They can have the cup. They can celebrate that they've won a trophy for the first time since 1847.
What the fuck?
What have I missed?
Nothing yet.
Here we go. Goes up. Brian Johnson didn't score it. Ball up. Dallo. Flicked on Ahmad. He's got Dallo with him. Puts this ball in the box.
Oh!
Oh, what's going on there? That's a penalty, surely. That's got to be a penalty.
How is that not a penalty?
It's got to be a penalty. It's not being looked at by the looks of it. Here's Ahmad for United. Diego, Dallo, Ahmad. Put the ball in. Bruno. Dallo. Ball whipped in. Oh, what a save, Vicario. How is this? How has it not been looked at, by the way?
That's what I'd like to know.
I reckon he's took a bribe.
And we can't say anything about it because until we get proper footage, it's so great.
Here's Bruno. Ball whipped in again. Xerxes trying to get there. Can't get there because there's too many defenders. Dallo. And he's gone out
Please.
for a corner. Last chance for United. This is the last chance for United. It's a good save. It's a fantastic save. They still haven't shown the replay of that penalty incident.
No.
You just send everybody up. Get Onana up there as well. He's up there. Everybody for United is up. It's got to be a good ball in. Oh, side netting. Well done, Spurs.
Yeah. Back-to-back Europa League finals that we have lost.
I'm not having this whole. When I go in there, watch. I'm not having any of this nonsense that I know they're going to spurt out. 'Cause it's not happening.
But I think now, Mr. Cullum, if you think there's going to be any sort of coherent, structured show tonight,
There needs to be, because they
Given
cannot
the
say that they
emotional-
deserve this.
given the emotional state that Dermot's going to be in,
Regardless, the emotional state, they cannot say that they deserve this, because they don't. They've been shit, just like us. Ah, well. Roll on next season, Rebel.
I'm seeing text already that people want Amron gone.
Oh, I'm not surprised, because people are idiots. Well, United lose again. We're getting used to this now, Rebel. It's becoming a regular thing. Becoming a regular thing, mate. Right. Let's go over. Let's go congratulate them. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe. If you want to party, go over to THFC Till I Die to celebrate. We'll see you all next season, because this season is now done.
Yep. Cheerio.
Cheerio. See you soon.